So here's a real evil one, and this is one that I really like. And I know some people are going to hate it. That's why it's very configurable. It's called Copper Curse, and it's expensive to cast for hopefully very obvious reasons in just a second. When I cast it, nothing seems to happen, except now I have a 20-minute potion effect, which for every single one of these that gets stacked, it adds an extra 10 minutes. So it can get pretty long pretty quickly. I'm going to show you how this works with some wheat, because I happen to be in a village, and I think that's perfect. Oh, I'm sure you just saw that right now. That hay bale turned into some raw copper when I picked it up. A very interesting uh, curse indeed. There's a 1/16th chance every time you pick up an item from the ground, so crafting does not cause it to activate, but every time you pick up an item off the ground, there's a 1/16th chance that it becomes raw copper. That could be bad in a lot of situations. Let's say you have an item in your hand and you don't want to lose that to the copper curse. Well, that could be very unfortunate if it turns into copper after you accidentally drop it somewhere. But the odds of that happening are probably pretty low, hopefully. There will be a there will be an item tag that people can add items to if they deem they want to keep it. By default, I think I'm going to make it so anything that is like a staff or a piece of armor or a weapon or a tool, I'm probably going to make those untouchable by the curse by default. But I'm going to leave that up to pack makers on if they want to make it extra evil. Because I like giving people options. So that's the copper curse. It's very simple compared to everything else that I've been showing. But it's still one of my favorites. I think it's just evil. I love it so much. I've been wanting to add a curse effect for a while now, and I finally came up with something that can be useful. And that's the other thing. I didn't mention why it's useful. Let's say you're a builder and you've got like a ton of dirt or a ton of sand that you don't need. Well, now you can just turn it into copper if you wanted some copper for a build. Pretty great for that. Otherwise, it's not super useful, but it at least is better than dirt.